Hey everybody, today's video is going to be all about sleep and how important it is that we get sleep, especially on our periods. We have all kinds of things going on in our body when we're on our period, and it's really crucial that we give our bodies the rest and deep sleep that it needs to get through our period every month. First, I want to talk to you about what goes on in our bodies during menstruation. Menstrual cycles last from 25 to 35 days, with an average of 28 days for the average woman. Fluctuation in 4 hormones mark phases of the cycle and account for many of the symptoms that we experience during our cycle. A cycle begins on the first day of menstrual flow when the levels of estrogen and progesterone are low. During the follicular phase, which is between days 2 and 13, estrogen levels rise, leading to ovulation, which happens around day 14. The post-ovulation luteal phase happens between days 15 and 28, and we see an increase in progesterone before hormone levels drop and a new cycle begins with the start of menstruation. A lot of times, because our body is moving through so many different hormone changes during our cycle, it's really hard for us to sleep. Some women attribute this to rising levels of anxiety, and some women attribute it to changes in their body temperature or just typical pain from cramps. So it can be super hard to sleep during our period, but I'm going to show you 7 ways to help you sleep better during your period. The first thing is try sleeping in the fetal position. If you typically sleep on your back or on your stomach, try sleeping on your side with your knees bent during your period. This position can help take pressure off your abdominal, and it can help relieve cramping. I know personally, the first couple of days that I have pretty bad cramps on my period, if I simply roll to my left side with my knees bent, it helps me sleep so much better. The next thing you should try is keeping your bedroom extra cool during your period. I mentioned earlier, but our bodies fluctuate. Our body temperatures tend to get a little bit more hot during our period. So if your room is in the 70s, it's going to be really uncomfortable and hard for you to fall asleep. So try keeping your room temperature between 60 to 68 degrees. This will help you fall asleep easier and stay asleep longer. Next, you want to try to keep a consistent schedule. If you go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning, your body's going to get used to that schedule, and it's going to start getting tired at the same times and then want to wake up at the same times. This makes us have more energy during our cycle and helps us to get better sleep. It's important that before you go to bed, you reduce your screen time. It's recommended that you stop looking at your phone or iPad or computer 1 hour before you're going to go to bed, because blue light messes up our ability to produce melatonin. So if you are going to look at your phone before bed, make sure that you switch it onto night mode, which typically causes the blue light to be more of a yellow light and helps you to get your brain to wind down. But again, try reducing your screen time before bed so that you can get more restful and longer sleep. If you're somebody who has racing thoughts or a lot of anxiety before you go to bed, try doing some journaling before bed. Typically, if you write your thoughts down and things that might be stressing you out, it kind of clears up some space in your brain and allows you to have a more restful sleep where you're not sitting there stressing about all the things you have to do or things that happen during the day. Just get it all out there on a piece of paper and then try to lay down and go to sleep. Trying to practice some yoga before bed is a really good way to relax your body and mind and prepare yourself for sleep. I've noticed that if I'm having some bad cramps on my period, I try to do a very simple yoga flow and stretch before bed, and it gets things moving and it kind of takes the attention and pressure off of your cramps and helps you to relax and release the tension in your muscles and wind down for a better night's sleep. And last but not least, if you suffer from really bad cramps, try some heat therapy. Using a heating pad or one of those hot water bottles and put it on your cramps as you're trying to fall asleep. Sometimes I'll bring it into bed with me, lay on my side, leave the heating pad on my cramps, and that helps to relieve so much pain and pressure and helps me be able to fall asleep without being in pain. One last thing I want to touch on is how to prevent leaks during the night when you're on your period. If you're a tampon user, consider sizing up when you go to bed so that your tampon can absorb 7 or 8 hours worth of blood. Or better yet, try switching to a menstrual cup. Menstrual cups catch your blood in a little bell-shaped silicone cup, and it can last up to 12 hours. So no matter what length of time you sleep, you're going to be leak-free. It completely changed my life because I used to always leak through the night, and now I'm completely leak-free when I'm on my period. It's amazing. Hopefully those tips help you to have a better night's sleep on your period. If there's anything that I didn't mention that has helped you sleep through the night better while you're on your period, please leave it in the comments below. And if you have any questions on the use of a menstrual cup or want any other tips and tricks, please reach out to us and we'd love to get back to you.